Morning, Grace Academy. This is Mr. Hicks. I just wanted to say hello to you this morning. Couple of announcements, things to remind you about that I felt would just be easiest to do in a quick video. I wanted to talk about just a few procedural things. Number one, let's talk about lunch cleanup. We're getting, let's be honest, a little messy. Cleanup on the tables is looking like it's rushed. We need to take our time and get the whole table wiped off and not leave blobs of the spray cleaner, in places that you haven't wiped. If you would just take the time to wipe off the whole table, that would be great. I know you don't want to miss 1 minute of the next class you're going to, but being 1 minute late, your teachers will forgive that because you're helping clean up. So slow is smooth, and smooth is better and faster. Let's keep going. The bag area, the racks in the gym. A lot of you leave stuff there. That's great. That's what they're for. But I would ask that you hang things on the rack. Don't dump things on the ground. And I would also ask that at the end of the day, you go and you get everything that you have put on that rack. Don't leave a music instrument behind. Don't leave your leftover lunch behind. Go get everything off of the rack. We need it to be as neat as possible. That is a classroom. Mrs. Wilkes, Mrs. Fulgham, and Mr. Grieve all use that all day long. So we need it to be a clean place. I want to say one thing. I appreciate Morris Hill Baptist Church letting us use their building, and I want us to work at being very respectful of this building that we are borrowing. It is nice. They allow us to use it, but there's been a few places where we've been a little bit messy, a little bit careless. One thing, for example, let's make sure that we actually flush the toilets. I don't know if that's a problem for the girls because I've not been in the girls' bathroom, but sometimes it's a problem in the guys' bathroom. And that we turn the water off all the way. We don't leave it dripping because someone's got to pay that water bill. Let's be respectful of that. I want to say, hey, let's be respectful of each other. We're about, 7 weeks into the quarter, and my guess is that we're all getting a little bit more comfortable with each other, and sometimes we get a little bit too comfortable, disrespectful, too much joking. We cross the line there, and we just want to make sure that we give each other the respect that we are due. Hey, this Thursday is a craft fair startup for Morris Hill Baptist Church, and so there are some details about that day coming. Pay attention to your teachers. We're going to have to move around the building a little bit because they will be using the gym. So let's just be respectful of that time where we will be sharing the building with Morris Hill Baptist Church more intimately. I want to say a few things about Carline. I know not everyone's in Carline, but as far as Carline is concerned, everyone needs to listen up. Those of you who go to the cafeteria for Carline because you're getting picked up, you need to get there quickly, and you need to be basically silent so that you can hear your name being called. We don't need to have lots of people, missing things, missing their call. Drivers, those of you who drive, you need to make your way through the building, and you need to make sure you are following the direction of the person that is crossing you across the car line. Let's make sure that we are not walking around using our cell phones going through that car line. The last thing you want to do is get run over because you're not paying attention. And I know it wouldn't be 100% your fault because a driver should pay attention as well, but let's just be careful there. Hey, there's 3 weeks left, about 3 weeks left in this quarter, so we need to make sure we are buckling down and putting our efforts towards having our academics as good as they can be. There are a few people who need to really get some assignments turned in, who need to start studying more, or just need to start studying, some of you, I wonder. This is an important thing. This is an important investment. Your parents are making an investment, but you need to be making the investment in your future because how you do in school is going to affect your future. There is a casual day coming up this week. I want to specifically make sure that you read the casual day requirements that will be in the Daily Chirp. You are responsible to follow the casual day requirements in the Daily Chirp. Some people like to plead ignorance. There's no ignorance, right? You read it, you're responsible to it. We'll be sending it home so that everyone knows what those requirements are. We need to follow them. They're guidelines. Every one of us has to follow guidelines all the time. no matter what the scenario is. All right, so let's make sure we do that, please. Last thing, cell phones. We are, 6 or 7 weeks into the school year. Let's not get callous with the cell phones and just start doing what we want to. The point is, we talked about this at the beginning of the year, cell phones become a distraction in school. We want you focused on what's going on. And we don't need people walking through the halls with their nose down in their phones. We don't need people texting each other. We need to be focused on our classes. Those are the rules. So let's please follow them. Keep your cell phone completely off, not just on vibrate, completely off and in your backpack. Don't bring it out unless you need to make a phone call and you've got permission in the the upper school office to do that. You don't get to give yourself permission while you're walking somewhere. Keep your phone put away. All right, I hope you have a good day. I'll check in with you later. See you later. Bye.